we'll just have to keep playing that level of competition. You know, when we prepare, you know, unless you get those big 6'6" and 6'5" and 6'4" guys to give us a good look, you know, it's not a matter of X's and O's. It goes back to, you know, having to compete against these kind of guys over and over, and we're getting there.
They are getting there, and that is some incisive commentary from Weslaco East coach Armando Cuellar. The Wildcats ousted by Cedar Park 49-0 after getting beat by the same team 48-7 the year before. Coach Cuellar knows what it takes. It takes more competition against this level of team, which is what Harlingen found out. Well, you know, that's why they went to play Abilene. It's what every team in the Rio Grande Valley needs to do. It's tough. It's not that the teams in the Valley don't want to do this. You talk about the gas that it takes to go play somebody out of the Valley. You talk about, you know, the scheduling and getting a stadium, and you don't want to go all the way to Abilene or Lubbock or El Paso. It's tough, but it's something that they have to try to do, Brendan.
Yeah, and Weslaco East has reason to be proud. They're still a school that's coming on. They've been around for 10 years. They had their best season in school history this season. They built on what they did last year. Sometimes you can't break multiple barriers in one season. You know, they got to the 9-1, they got the outright district title, and then they ran into a buzzsaw. And I think Coach Cuellar kind of knew going into the week, he was interested to see on how they could compete. And as he said, it's just a matter of getting prepared for this. He told me during the week that how do you prepare for guys that are this big when you're used to playing guys this big, and you can't really do it until you do it in the regular season. Harlingen's done it, but it took a long time, and now Weslaco East is in that process. Yeah,
it's not like you've got a scout team that's all of a sudden bigger than you are. I mean, this is a Cedar Park team, people that some people have favored to beat #1 in the state, Lake Travis, this week. They're in the same district, and they almost beat them this year. So Cedar Park is no small potatoes, Joe.
No, not at all. A very talented football team. And again, you go back to how do you get to play these kind of teams? Well, I know a lot of coaches are restricted to just getting to play against these teams in this preseason stuff and scrimmages because of the fact that until you get some Harlingens winning games, some McCallum Memorials playing to that level that they did, these teams are going to look at the Valley teams and say, why do we want to play you? We know you want to play us, but that's not going to benefit our kids. And those coaches are doing the same thing the Valley coaches are doing. They're saying, what can I do to prepare my kids to play for these bigger games against the Paralins and things like that? And they look at a Valley team and say, why? And so until we get this success at a sustained level, which is what's happening now, it's going to be hard for coaches to, you know, they're going to say they want to, but they're not going to have people lining up calling them saying, hey, we'll play you, come on up.
Realignment in February with what Abilene is able to do, still being alive, and the incredible pre-district tough schedule that they played, where they lost 3 out of 4 games, including Harlingen. I think we have a chance of getting more teams to get that kind of competition coming up when we start making schedules in February.